right side.
Which is gonna be amazing.
Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, everyone. Let me make sure I'm live. Come on. So. There we go. Oh, bling bling. Is that it? There we go, we are live. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome back to some Total War. It's lagging though. Hold on, what's going on? Okay, I think that's my phone. Hopefully. Well, welcome, welcome back everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome back to some Total War Warhammer 3. Modded. We don't have too many this time, mostly just some Zeech and some extra Kislevian flavor for what I'm trying to do. And we're here mainly today for the update. The changes, which is something else I want to see what changed. Because didn't they also change the AI, right? The AI is supposed to be smarter now, right? Or at least that's what I think they said. Unless that's not this update for some reason. But they did make some major changes to two major different factions. James has already talked about it for Mad Lad James. Check out his channel for Zeech to check out what Kairos changed, because he's now unbelievably annoying in some ways. But in a good way, though. Because he is a lot better. It's worth it, because it does give you some bonuses, but it will also give you a bunch of negatives, because you've eliminated the other Kislevian faith completely. So it actually debuffs you in some ways. But I want to... This will be an experimentation kind of fun stream with all three of us. Just checking stuff out. Now, Darius here, but shout out to him. He's going to be playing Boris. Boris doesn't use that mechanic. So he's just going to be benefiting from the fact that all the stat changes. Also, Darius, be warned. If the AI has been improved, you live now next to a smarter Archaon. Just letting you know. Don't know how much if they changed in that or what. I haven't looked at the full patch notes, so we're gonna find out. This is still gonna be on normal. We're not gonna try hard. I just want to see what it's gonna give us. What it's gonna be. Is it gonna be that same? Is it still gonna spam random dumb units and do nothing? Or is it going to be actually tactful and use proper comps and scare the crap out of us? And we're gonna see. We might all die. I don't know. I mean, I don't technically have a lot of easy people near me either, to be fair. You see, he still don't get the new Empire DLC units, and I'm the czar for the motherland. Ah, okay. Well, like I said, if I'd known you were going to join as Boris, specifically, I would have got the other Kislev mod, and you'd have had a bunch of nasty extra stuff to choose from to help you in that fight. That really actually will benefit Boris the most, from what I saw. So, makes him probably stronger. It's probably for him specifically, because of that start he has. But, alright. Let's get into this, and let's see what happens. Let me double check my settings. Yep, that's turned off. Good, good. I'm not forgetting it this time. We're not starting over. I'm never letting it happen again. Unless the game breaks. That I can help. We'll probably get a cutscene because we'll find out. Can't remember if she gets one. I don't think she gets one in Immortal Empires. I think it's only for Realms of Chaos. And we're running the Zeech overhaul, reskin, Asvar champion, the pink horse split into blue horse.
Our staff must be protected.
Ice army. which is for me, which you'll find out what that is. I'm going to keep that a secret and not tell you what that does yet. And we have Fenrir. You heard me?
Valhalla.
I have brought the wolf of the space wolf with me from Stellaris.
За Родину, за Сталина.
And that's because we're kind of a federation somewhat now with Kislev, so I have to play them a little differently. I almost think I don't want to kill the Orthodoxy. I think I want to vassalize them if that's the case.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. I have the choice. I could either say Sathrael.
Or I guess I could. I wonder if I can be friendly enough with that old man
well,
to
I know.
become or do the because confederating them's a lot easier now too. They fixed that issue with Kislev.
I have to think about this for a second.
Whose turn is it first?
I want to try something. I'm still going up north, so I have to deal with epidemics instead.
Well, remember, if you go up there, you gotta fight Darius almost immediately, so be careful with that teleport. You and Darius might be fighting real early game if you decide to move north.
Well, because I know there's another Zeech faction up north as well.
It is, but you also gotta understand, I think that's the one Boris kills.
Nope, it isn't.
I don't know.
So you get that faction dies really early.
Yeah, isn't it the Boris?
Nope. Yeah, Boris doesn't kill it. I'm right next. Well, he said he's right. I'm
yeah,
right
he
next
said
to
I'm
them.
right next to them, so he's still because Boris starts.
Well, I
next
don't
to
know,
his each
but
faction.
when I played it against the AI, it wasn't Boris that killed them.
I mean, yeah, Boris is AI. Well, once again, that's AI, but technically you are starting next to Darius if you do that. And this time Boris will be a player, which is Darius. So
Yeah, but it's not.
And trust me, compared
usually Boris that kills it. So
yeah, but trust me, compared to going after Archaon, that's actually Boris's only option. Or he has to fight Archaon now.
so I mean, he has to.
Which I've done. It's not fun, but I've done. But it's doable. But I've played Kislev before.
But yeah, it's still same controls. So what does he have in this army? So he has, you know what, a good amount of variety. You've got some anti-larges, some godforsaken fairies, which I don't like.
They made an update to the engine. My computer's a little bit more chunky on this than I'd like right now, but I think that's because they updated it again. It's gonna be a point where this game is probably not going to work.
I like the word chunky.
Exactly. But there's gonna be a point. I bet you my computer is not gonna be able to play this game. I need to upgrade this year.
My computer's doing all right.
Your computer's not gonna even notice the difference. Not with how little changes they probably made, but with how old mine is,
Don't be
I
rude.
can see the difference slightly. It looks like it's debuffed some of the resolution again.
Sathrael.
Greetings from Uncle Sam.
Exactly.
Also, I've got a non-aggression attack.
Also, it also probably doesn't help. I've been on my PlayStation a lot lately, so I've been spoiled on the better. You know, my PlayStation doesn't have to debuff graphics.
You know what I'm gonna do?
So,
I'm gonna wait till Sathrael dies. Then save him at the last possible second.
wow, that's rude. That's yourself, so you shouldn't treat yourself like that.
Hey, I've got to treat everyone the same, right? Including me. Wait, what? Why me? Why not you? That's a good fucking point. I treat myself, so I treat everyone the same, including me. I don't get away with it.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I have seen physical representation of this.
Oh
Chad.
my
He
god!
isn't
I
joking.
just realised so. R-dots. R-dots.
What's up?
I'm 9th. You're 11th.
Damn, we're right near each other. I don't know what Boris is. But we'll see
Boris
in a minute.
is 13th.
Alright, so I gotta read this because I've gotta explain some things. You see all this difference, chat? You see this? Yeah. This is gonna be different. So...
Converting siege to save himself is the equivalent of convincing Nurgle to use soap.
That's a good point, to be fair.
Oh yeah, I need to show you. Yeah, so I could either go here, which it's not the brown dwarves, it's Bastogne. It's the it's the French one.
Or, that's also like telling Slanesh you need to take up celibacy.
You know.
Slanesh will
also,
just like, turn its head
I
slowly
have a
look at
theory
and you
about
like,
both.
the fuck did you just...
I have a theory about both Zeech and
If you don't know what that
Nurgle.
means, it means no fun time anymore forever.
Would you like to listen to my conspiracy theory?
Just be nice about it.
But it's just something out there. It's something I just thought about the other day. I randomly think about.
Alright, well after this I've got to read my mechanics. So what were you saying? What is it?
What if Nurgle wouldn't mutate? He would evolve mutations and diseases. But I think Kairos would mutate his creatures and everything rather than evolve it.
Kairos just
you wouldn't
amalgamates people. Well, Zeech just amalgamates things. When it comes to Nurgle, he just grows things. There's a difference. Like I said, Nurgle's just what Wesker always wishes he was.
Grows his fucking belly out.
Well, I mean, yes and no. There's different iterations of the main grandfather himself. Either way, it doesn't look good. But point being, is he's a nastier version looking lines of what Wesker always wished he could have turned himself into. It's weird.
No one cares about me.
Alright, let me read these new mechanics. So,
You
alright.
need to read. Oh yeah, I forget. If you want to see what Arda has to deal with and the new changes to Kislev, totally check it out from Arda's perspective. Because there's a lot of shit. Oh yeah, Darius, I forgot to mention, you have a new march stance as well. Just don't forget about that.
Is today Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Moving behind.
You need to tell Darius about his new march stance as well that Boris has. It's March of the Tsar, I think.
That I don't know. Yeah, that just Darius will have to figure out the March of the Tsar thing. Do we all get that or just Boris?
I forget what bonuses it gets, but I think it's like
I think
less
it's
chaos
just
corruption or
Boris.
something like that. Don't forget.
Is it just Boris that gets that, or do we all get that?
Oh no, just Boris.
I guess it makes sense. He starts in the wasteland, the chaos wastes. He would be at the most danger because he'd get attrition all the time. It must counter attrition, is what I bet you it does. Wish I had it right now because these stupid Norskins made this place nasty. But anyways, but let me read my stuff. All right. So these are the new mechanics for Kislev and what they are now. So instead of it being just followers and using devotion, you still use devotion, but now it's used for something else, which we'll get to that.
I'm opening my fucking window because it's too goddamn hot in here.
So as you can see up top here, we've got Ice Court on the left side.
Embrace cold. Embrace kids.
And we've got Orthodoxy on the right side. Now what this is we actually kind of like a federation, but a faith-based federation. Does this sound familiar, like any space sisters that might love
nice. Sorry, I just
pure anti-chaos and you based in only faith? Yeah, I thought so too, which is why I got a certain mod for Katarina to make her army a little more interesting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, basically, so I'm gonna read this part and then we're gonna read what the how to play says. So, because this is a little confusing just with the how to play part. So, garner support for the Ice Court to fill the bar and increase tier with them, granting their boons and potential rewards. However, should the Ice Court's tier exceed the Orthodoxies by more than the permitted amount, penalties will begin to be suffered. So, this is where the balance of the faith comes in. Now, I do think there's research and things I can do that will make that gap bigger, so I can dip into the Ice Court more without having to worry about the orthodoxy as much. But in the beginning, we're going to have to pay attention to both of these, not just mine. Now, there is advantages technically to having both, and if I'm going to confederate him, which is why I might play this a little different, I want to see what both can do. So my goal for this, for her, at least on my own personal goal, is to try to confederate Castellian, not kill him. Because it is easier to do that now. So, we're going to try to do that and try to keep these both as even as we can so they can both get to max tier at some point. Hopefully. I may not be able to achieve max tier on the Orthodoxy. We'll see if we can. But hopefully when I get Castellian, that will change. But if I can, I want to see what both the boons for both sides are. To see what it would be like if you did one-sided and build into certain things. And just to see how this new confederation system works and see how much easier it is for these two to actually join together instead of rip each other apart all the time. Which usually ends in the Ice Queen winning half the time. I've actually seen him beat her too, to be fair, back in the original version. But let's read the how to play part. So, earn support of Kislev's Ice Court and Great Orthodoxy throughout your campaign, and use their boons to claim powerful rewards. Use your provincial devotion to perform invocations of the motherland for provinces or local armies to grant them. So I'll show what that is specifically in a minute. That's also changed. Devotion is only used for using invocations and province stuff, and yeah, I can also use invocations directly on armies now. I don't have to have like this or that, this or that. So but I have to have the devotion to do it. And the higher both of these are, the more devotion I'm going to earn. That's another penalty that can happen. You'll get a negative devotion penalty based on if one starts to lose too much to the other. So, and then at the end, this part hasn't changed much other than they made it much faster to get Frost Maidens and Ice Witches, which took way too long. Usually you'd only get 1 or 2 because it was not worth going for more than that. Because by the time you get 2, you're already like almost 20 turns in. It really takes forever. And the choices they get are better from what I've heard too now. Like it makes more sense and you can kind of curtail them better
how you do
like
it is just...
So we're going to see how that works as well as we go forward. But yeah, train formidable Frost Maidens and Ice Witches in the Ice Court, granting them powerful traits before they become recruitable. Then here's the other thing that's changed. I now can appoint. This kind of reminds me of what they did in Thrones of Bretonia. I can appoint an Ataman to govern my province now and provide bonuses to my territories they oversee. I do love that part, because that part is something I do think Kislev really needed. And it also, that's like a priest kind of thing. So it's it keeps coming back to, this is not only the hardcore, I forget what it's called, the chaplains of kind of part, or no, what is it, the, what are they called? Why am my brain messing up? Not the sisters, the Inquisition. This reminds me of the Inquisitions and the Sister of Battle put together. If the Orthodoxy is more like the Inquisition, the Ice Court's more like the Sisters of Battle. At least for the moment, from what I can see for fantasy. Just all, but with a little bit of a Russian flavor.
I have all the new shoes.
But we're going to try that out. Alright, so next we need to beat Barcelona. So I'm probably going to have to do this manually. I want to see...
I need to find a...
So is this okay, so here's the army invocation button, chat. This is new. This is where we spend our invocations directly on the armies. Now you note originally what we had to do is have a certain faith towards any of these, and then we could do one of these on one of the armies. It's not like that anymore. Now you just need the devotion, which right now our devotion is -9, which I've got to see. Devotion in a province is a measure of the people's faith and steely determination in Kislev's cause. It must be kept in check to prevent province from suffering chaos incursions. You spend devotion every time you perform yeah. But how do I... Devotion is deteriorating. At the current rate, there will be a rebellion in 12 turns. Doesn't show me what's causing it. It's because there's chaos undivided. Oh yeah, and taxes. We also can do tax type things, and taxes are more important towards Kislev because, as you see, collected income -4 towards that devotion. If I need more devotion than I do money, I need to turn off my income. That's also a new change to them, because the devotion is almost as important because now it's able to buff armies, buff provinces, things like that. So but most of it, the negative is coming from, until I build more buildings, is coming from the fact we're chaos undivided, kind of springing up right now, ruining our lands. You can also do it to settlements, right? Hold on. No, it's the province itself. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, see, there's the invocations for the provinces now. This kind of works like the Slaneshi axe that the Slanesh have, which, by the way, coincidence. I don't know about that, do you? The fact that these work just like the Slaneshi gifts that you can perform on the province? Huh. Anyways. Also, he starts with my Fort Jacoba? I need to take that away, sir. Right, back to Kislev over here in the main fortress. We need to go ahead and... here's the building I need for my Queens of Ice. So we need 6,000 in Tier 3. What tier is Kislev right now? Tier 2. So we cannot do that right now. So what we need... We probably want Klossers right now. That would make them cheaper. Is that what comes out of this? It is. So we need this. And then we need... Wow, there's a lot more buildings. Oh!
Yeah, there is.
This is how you get different support. The buildings also give you support. Which one's the ice court? Let's start with that. This will give me devotion, growth. Income from all buildings is plus 2% local province. Gives me a garrison of ice guards with swords. Yes, yes, yes. And let's put up some walls early because we're going to be...
Why do you sound like Kick It then? Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now it's such a good time to play it, but you didn't, so you lost out. So you're a loser.
No, I already won with Ikit, technically. It's fine. Ikit always wins.
Nicky doesn't always win.
Ikit always wins. Prove me wrong and beat me with him then.
I will, once I stop making mistakes. See, you didn't win. I won because I fucked myself up.
Oh,
And Darius
man.
fucked, Darius, for some reason, Darius with me, it's just like he just loses all of his brains and goes, yeah, I'm stupid. But with you, it's like, yes, we have the highest IQ of the fucking world.
Yes.
I know you hate me, Darius, just admit it.
This doesn't affect my ice guard. I do not care.
Is Darius alive over there? Is he dead? He's just
He's
a
probably
slug.
waiting on his turn. I'm trying to hurry up. It's been a minute and I haven't played her in a while.
Darius, wake up.
Wake up!
Wake up.
See orthodoxy.
Wake up.
Can't say the rest. Let's get this.
That's
Let's
how
get
my
this
mind
going
thinks
first.
every day. So much new.
What is this again? Oh, Ice Court. This is where we need to create a...
That is actually a really sick
a
buddy though.
maiden. Alright, I have started a maiden. Good. Alright. Now it's time to fight. After all these days and months. I'm gonna be terrible. Let me make a quick save.
Yeah, does it have a hood though? Here's the thing though. Do you have a hood?
The shield of the old
What?
world.
What? Huh?
Huh?
You leave poor Rugar alone.
He must die. He's taken my land. He must die.
Well, everyone takes your fucking line because you're playing politics.
Hey man. The Ice Queen will not have this. She will freeze you where you stand.
Joke's on you.
What's sad is I only have one ice girl right now. I have to change that soon. I can't do it till tier 3.
Womp womp.
There's only one sister out here with the queen. The rest are just volunteer guardsmen, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, wow, I missed a lot of chat. Hello, Arna, how's your day? It's hell. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so, what? I'm so cooked right now. I have a fungal ear infection in the flip. Wow, that sucks. See? You and James have the same problem. The grandfather just does not like either of you. You both.
What? What did I do this time? I did nothing.
When you both get sick, you get sick.
That's the point of being sick.
Yeah, but I don't get sick that often. Grandfather dislikes me, but I ain't his rival though.
You know why? Because it's the resistance of being. It's the resistance. You welcome it. That's why he doesn't get you ill. Because you're like, the more pain, the more pleasure.
That is kind of. I'll give you that. That actually might be true.
The reason why, that's why it doesn't give you, because he's like, gives you pain.
That you
the
enjoy
more
that
pain
too
you have,
much.
the more
No,
pleasure
no,
you
no.
have. So you're like, that's why he doesn't want it.
He's like, you enjoy
That's
it too
why
much, sir.
We hate it. We loathe it. We resist it.
Who's our anti-large? Is it our Gav? Oh, it's the snow leopard? So we're gonna say that the snow leopard is gonna kill all those trolls by himself. I'm feeling we're gonna have to jump those trolls with this Gav.
There you go. I've got 2 things ordered with shop.
Or just shoot
I've got a
him.
hoodie and a mug.
I actually think maybe just shooting. That might be the app choice here.
That does not all look like a leopard at all.
The snow leopard.
It's a snow tiger.
It definitely is. Or a saber tooth. Well, wait, that's also a tiger.
Yeah.
You're right, that is definitely a tiger.
The leopard would have.
But you
The
know,
leopard looks.
Kislev.
Yeah. Kislev, no. Hey, we'll call a tiger in the snow. It's a leopard. Because, you know, that makes fucking sense.
It does, what do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
It makes perfect sense. Like you're freaking out too much. Alright.
Alright, so I've got new shoes coming, I've got my new mug coming, and I've got a new jacket coming. Good.
There we go.
So what are you doing about your crosshairs? Crosshairs? Crosshairs. Crosshairs! What are you doing about your
Yeah, I
crosshairs?
didn't realize they weren't in here. Whoops. They were just
Also, Ardnot,
been a
the
minute.
hill makes you have the high ground.
Do I really need the high ground though?
Well,
They have no guns, I
and it could
do.
be OP1 with it.
I mean, I guess I could. Alright, I'll move them up there. We lock these.
I'm happy.
To be fair, I don't know if that's actually better. Just because they won't be able to shoot until something comes over the hill. I would have to move forward when it starts. And they could just come around this way. Nah, let them come straight at me. I don't have really. They don't have no range except for those axe throwers in the back. Those Marauder Hunters. Because we don't have the Chaos Undivided thing going, so they have no guns. Alright. So I think we're good then. I think it's time to start. Hey look, they're coming at me.
To flee is to be
Wait a minute, I attacked them, right? So they don't just sit there anymore. Thank fucking God.
Oh yeah, that's what they do. Major AI changes. They don't sit there anymore.
Good, then I can abuse
You know,
the shit out of them
set
now.
And they also don't fucking clump up when you're attacking with them.
They are being a little smarter. They're not
Yeah,
just.
they've made
They're
it
not
massive
just.
AI
Run.
changes and
You look at this
calibrated more.
squad on the right, the Cav and them. They're going this way. Okay. I see that. All right.
Yeah, they're doing more smarter choices now.
Get them, sisters. Oh, look at that Cav. Oh, I see you. Cav v.
Cav the
Cavden.
Cav.
Cav v. Cavden.
Their missile cavalry, yours is shock cavalry, so you're better with
Oh,
the
yeah,
hammer and
I'm-
anvil.
I will, but first we must ice it up. Oh my god. Guys, could you, shoot these trolls?
They're like, no, they're pacifists, aren't they?
Alright, I need the snow leopard to come apparently kill all these trolls, because he's anti-large.
The snow leopard, it's going through.
Oh my god, alright,
What
well,
was that test called?
the pathing's not too good at times, but oh well.
What's that test called when the car goes in between, like, bollards and stuff? I forget what it's called.
I'm not sure. Sister, shoot that. Cows,
It was
come
doing
back
that.
in. Yeah, as long as the Corsairs in the front are the only ones
Yeah,
who really
because
get hurt,
it's
it's fine.
entity size, yeah, so I wonder.
Switch to charge. Hit that instead. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Help Caterin, Snow Leopard. Sisters also shoot him. That's the only bad thing about Caterin. She starts really kind of weak, but she is winning, technically. Yep, there it is, over. Finish him off, don't let him get away. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Oh, you know what else I've noticed? They improved? The AI prioritizes certain things now when it's shooting. I like that. You saw, I did not tell them to do that, by the way. You saw how they all shot him down? I didn't tell them to do that. They ignored the units that were running away for him and killed him. That is... wow. That also means the Empire's gonna be annoying as fuck. Oh god, so are the elves. Poor Nakari. Yep, give me Decla. We need Decla. We need Decla right now. Nakari is now going to be very much a pain in the ass to play as. Because they're going to shoot his ass down. Oof, oof, oofity, oofity. I like these improvements. This is great. Okay, even if the frequency don't wear off, what are y'all talking? Mostly nomadic with their motherships and destroy. What harvesters? What are we? I'm trying to remember what species are we talking about? What are we talking about? The heck is going on in chat? Also, I only lost 10. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I can push this narrative real fast with Kislev now. Oh yeah, these changes I like them a lot. It has made my life so much better at using my strategies and not having to min-max every little darn thing. Thank you, CA. Thank you so much for doing this a little late. But thank you for doing this. God, that was so much of a more fun fight. I had way more fun. That was also a thing with this game. Sometimes the fun gets drained a bit away because you don't get to actually, like, properly focus. You gotta be so fast in Doomslayer speed with min-maxing that you don't get to enjoy, like, the subtleties of the game as much. It's taking a long time to load, though. That could be the mods. Oh, Harvesters, oh, from Independence Day. I never got to watch that. Or see that. I heard they were really strong, though. So that's experience, army, oh, let's do army replenished. Wow. The healing you're allowed, Catherine. What was that? Well, that must be new.
What did you do, Art? What did you break?
It was none I broke. She has a new choice. You know, when you win, you get choices for certain things. The faith
Yes?
healing is insane.
Oh, I know!
It fully healed her.
Yep.
The fuck? That means I can attack the settlement. Let's go. I can auto this. They'll lose more than I would have, but... Occupy. We're gonna lose some devotion, but it'll fix it overall. The beginning devotion I can sell is probably gonna be a little low for her. But that's kind of because she has to reclaim her land. So... The Devo needs walls immediately. Oh, it's not a tier 2. So what we need then... We need an
Oh yeah, I need
orthodoxy
to go
building.
off,
We need an orthodoxy building. Let's grab this.
Oh, I forgot to show off what Kairos did, fuck. Because, you know, I was too busy, you know, being myself and being like Kairos and just automatically, you know, the,
I had the manual mind slightly to be fair, but... Devotion's gonna be pretty big. Let's get that. That. Okay. Good. She needs to recruit people now. Zealous conscription. No units available. Units may be available by activating wartime prayer in the court and orthodoxy panel. Ooh. Really? How do you do that? Where's wartime prayer? Maybe one of these. Also, yeah, these resources, chat, this is why you want your devotion to be equal on both sides. Because you, as you level them up, you get resources to spend to get better buffs here from both sides.
yeah.
Where is that island? Battle prayers. Okay. What does that do? When 2 or more units in the same army share this attribute. What? Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, that's gonna. Wow. One of the buffs gives all of the Ice Maidens and Witches and Mastery of Elemental Winds. When 2 or more units share this same trait in an army, intensity increases for the power of all spells cast. That is insane. And then there's one just for spell intensity plus 20%. But that's in my own territory, so that's defensive. What the Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to go through, and then they have a lot you can do now. I appreciate that. Kids love so much better. They get it. They made kids live better. How do I tell how much devotion I have to this right now? We just have to make sure the percentage doesn't get too high. I think we need a building for resources now, though. That's just straight devotion. That would work. That's growth in income generated. Income's actually pretty good at the moment. I'll get that from the next place I conquer. Let's get a roadhouse. Roadhouse! Get a commandments. What are commandments now? Chance of plague. Recruitment. Income from all buildings. Devotion. We want this. What's that called? Purge the steppes. Yes, like I said, heavy Inquisition and Sisters of Battle vibes now. Alright, intern. Sorry that took so long, Darius. Now it's Darius' turn to try to figure out his stuff. Oh. Oh yeah,
He's
there's also
at
a
war
corn.
with corn.
Yeah, that one he starts.
gonna word with you.
Yeah, that's that one he starts at war with, and then the Zeech guy is north of the corn guy or something like that. From what I
Oh yeah,
remember.
did you ever figure out your march with Zardarius?
Yeah, you do have a special stance that I don't get for your armies.
Yeah.
It should
Only
help
Boris
you.
gets that. Oh, I forgot to
It
mention,
looks like
Boris
they
is now
made-
free for anyone who owns Warhammer.
Yeah, they made it where you don't. If you're playing on your own in the Immortals campaign, you don't no longer have to beat Katarina in Realms of Chaos to unlock him now, or beat with her on the harder difficulty as well. You can do it that way too, but they just made it where you can just play him now, which I'm like, yeah, that was probably a better choice. When it comes to these types of games, hiding factions behind certain things like that is, doesn't really work too well. He starts with more warbearers now. I do appreciate that. They must have changed his starting army. That could be radios, to be fair. Let's see, their machine hive mind gotta throw them up against the other machine hive minds. That's true. Necrons will beat any pretty much biological creature, probably. At least in my opinion. Most machines win in that aspect, especially against a hive mind. They're also turn wolves into giant computer minds while their master time travels in the same degree. I don't know if there's another machine hive mind on. I'm trying to think. What was it called? There is another sci-fi AI that's technically scarier, or at least on par, if not scarier, than Necrons. But I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's from a lesser known stuff. I think it's from it's only in books. Has there ever been a show, movie, or game about that? I forget what they're called. I forgot about them. Can they eliminate the Vex across entire timelines? Yeah, see, it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Necrons are they can beat the Vex. Vex are close, but I still think the Vex have too many weaknesses compared to Necrons. They would still end up losing to the Necrons, because the Necrons are both a unified thing, but also individual enough that because all you have to do to beat the Vex is take out their certain, like, what do you call them? With the controllers and all that, the big minds, the things that run the whole system. You take those out, the Vex are kind of screwed. But the Necrons don't have quite such a weakness at all. The bears are dropping in. Oof. Oh, they're trying to overwhelm the bears. Wow, they're jumping them bears. These bears are still winning. Ooh, but the bloodthirsters are doing a lot of damage. Or not thirsters, bloodletters. What are the bears? Armor piercing anti-large. Ah, these are the anti-large cav. He's chugging a little bit for some reason. Not sure why. Doesn't usually chug that bad. There's probably an optimization thing going on. They're starting to die. Yeah, the Lord's gone. They're gonna start disintegrating soon. I will say, the Kislepians look like my blue Agathians from the Chivalries lately. Except for I don't have that cool fur cape. I don't think there's an armor like that for the front. And then chivalry. Nice. What are you talking about? Are the Axis mines that are responsible for simulating wind conditions and managing time travel thingy? Yeah, but once again, you can't. The Vex would never be able to stand a candle to Necrons because Necrons can't be trumped. You kill if you kill an Axis mind, the whole system goes down. You kill a Necron, another Necron replaces it. It's like, Necrons are other than the one that I've read in a book, but I can't remember the name of it right now, and it would take too long to explain it. Yeah, like, just verbally. I'd have to find the name of that book that I read. But as far as just known AI, like sci-fi robotic hive minds, Necrons are the apex. The only thing even close to them would be the Vex, but even then, there's still a limit to what they can do versus what Necrons can do. Also, I have to use the argument, if the Guardians are able to fight Vex from Destiny, and with the Guardians not having as much power as a Necron, this kind of shows that the Vex have a fundamental flaw as a machine. Because if regular humanoids can kind of put up the show on them and actually compete, this means that they actually could not compete with other machines. Because the other machines would instantly not have this weakness.
Do you else has another weakness?
Yes, Necrons got balls containing literal gods they
Is
can
it
use in
possible to give
combat.
a
Yep.
machine depression?
No. Well, I mean, unless the machine was built by a human who gave it emotions, I guess.
We must give this machine depression.
Do we?
Yes. So it get because I want to see excitement going from yeah, I have feelings. Oh, I'm sad.
I mean, Chappie had feelings.
Sorry, not
You saying you don't care about Chappie's feelings?
No.
I forgot to recruit, damn it.
I didn't. I forgot to show off. See, you did we did the opposite thing. Do I have to say stuff
I
right
built
now?
buildings and everything else, but I forgot to recruit for her army to give her a little more units. Luckily, the enemy is not recruiting yet either.
I'm recruiting. I want to see someone. Does that cult stays? Where someone else takes it over?
Ardnot Guardians can break through dimensional barriers and twist probabilities with their bullcrap light power. Yes, this is true. But the fact that the Vex can't do this better than a biological species, when the thing that technically gave the Guardians this power was another machine, even though I have my theories about that, but I don't really do Destiny much anymore, so, this means they automatically have already lost to the Necrons. Because I can tell you right now, the Necrons would kick the Guardians' ass. The Guardians would be immediately wiped out. They would not be able to at all fight the Necrons. They wouldn't have the bodies, for one. Because even when Vex actually lose units, they actually do lose units. Necrons don't lose units. They just get back up. It's like Necrons are literally immortal, essentially. Plus that power that the Guardians possess, because it comes from another machine, and the way that Necron power works, and their energy, and the way they manipulate things themselves, they're the antithesis to literal magic. Like Necrons counter Zeech. This means that Necrons literally counter something that is non-scientific. And the issue that falls upon that is, as powerful as the Guardians are, their powers come from science. This means their powers could be easily taken away by a Necron. Necrons also have people who can see into time as well and go back in time. Yeah, Necrons just choose not to screw with time. They technically could, but they choose not to. That's why technically fights against them are somewhat futility, but the reason why it works in the Warhammer universe is, other than what would they call them? The flares? Necrons, the ones that want to destroy biological life. Other than those, we can replace all that.
the motherland.
Let's get rid of him right out the gate and heal, or actually, let's take what do I want more? Unit experience for what's left.
Their heads.
I could have manualed that, but that was my fault for not recruiting. If I had recruited, I would have taken less casualties. But now he has no army. So now I just recruit on this turn and let her heal. She's gonna fully heal herself, and as long as these three do not die, all the rest of these are easily replaceable after a certain point. Plus, we're not gonna go with these anyways for her. We're gonna go with these. So, the darkness and light are paracasual entities. I think I don't know how to read on that. Yeah, but I still think that they're still basically machines.
Yes.
There's the end devices that can manipulate the physical universe itself. Yeah. That's
We need
it.
the Juggernaut
Nepal.
page.
Hi there. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to chat. Welcome to Total War Warhammer 3.
Oh yeah, he used to do a
It's some
stew about the
Kislev.
changeling, which I forgot to change. Hung the fucking Kairos, the other guy.
Kairos, yeah.
It's fragmented a sausage. Look at this boy. They're now giving him flames each, which you know. We're gonna make him debuff every fucking enemy.
-3. We're almost back to neutral devotion and able to start getting devotion.
So he could create
again.
his own war. So if I'm right in saying, I think it's half. So one side goes some
This is about the level.
lore
I
of
need to be careful.
yes, it's in a bit or so. One's law of Zeech and everything, and law of beast, law of metal, law of fire, law of death. Just law of
Okay, so
heavens,
one whole
metal,
level.
life, law. This was law of beast, fire, death, shadows, and Zeech. So you can make your own kind of like spell book.
Yeah, I remember
Which is
the Vex had a
amazing.
hard time simulating the light because it's able to defy logic and magic. So it kept messing them up. Took them thousands of years, yeah. Also, the Vex have a disadvantage in one other way that's not their fault. They weren't created by literal gods. The Necrons were.
Hey Aldo, guess what? I have an aggression dog with all my Zeech brethrens. Damn it, I can't vassalize fucking South Rio yet. Can I? Can I? What would you take?
After my turn, I gotta go get off. We're not we're leaving chat or anything. You won't be able to hear me because I gotta put my headset down. I gotta go get something refilled to get some more drink and stuff.
Deckless, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna clap
So
them
besides
cheeks.
the Vex and Necrons, what about my boy Ultron? Ultron's good. Certain variations of Ultron could compete with the Necrons. But Ultron in general, no. He's good, but it has to be a certain one. Because there is a certain one that definitely is busted and very much realistically would probably end up just taking control of the Necrons rather than destroy them. Because he'd see that as, these work. But that's somewhat, huh? The book Infinite and Divine showed what happens when Necrons stop holding back, yeah. Ooh, Ice Court decision. Alright, so do we want a actual another Frost Maiden or a Tempest? I think I want a Tempest because if I remember correctly, Tazarina herself is in ice. Of course. So let's go with Tempest. Her name is Bella Urskov. We're not gonna make the joke that that's really close to Elsa almost. So yeah. It's the Russian Elsa. Even though Tazarina's technically that, but. Alright, let's get. How much money I got? I got quite a bit, so let's spend on global first. What are you? Kislevite Warrior, you're anti-large armor piercing. Let's get that so we have some more anti-large besides the leopard. We've got anti-infantry dual axes. Let's get 2 of those. Let's get 1 of you. And then up here, we want some city watches. Let's just spend the rest on city watch. They'll take 2 turns. And that should be good for now. That'll take 2 turns. Katarina has leveled up. Let's get some more Iron Discipline. Inspiring Presence.
With this, I can't kiss.
Okay. How's the faith looking now? Wrong thing. I need to look in invocation
Let's
to see
hurry.
it. -2. We're almost there. Once those buildings are done, it should be good. So we need to get, yeah, we're waiting on this. Alright. That should be good. Let us end the turn. We can't do anything this turn. We can't attack Fort Chikava with what we got. We gotta wait till the recruiting is done. Is it Infinite Uldron? He has the power of all in him. It is him, yes. He'd be the only one that would even be close. See, I got a totally unfair matchup. The Engineers versus the Flood and the Forerunners versus Xenomorphs. That's unfair. Yeah, it is unfair, because that's the swapping of two powerhouses to fight their opposite non-powerhouse. Although, after finding out Xenomorphs have a goddess, and they're a lot more stronger than I think, I actually do think the Xenomorphs would give the Forerunners a better fight for their money than technically the other versus that.
I must say South Royale for
like the Engineers would get absolutely destroyed by the Flood. They wouldn't even stand a chance. But I do think at least the Xenomorphs, if you took the Goddess's Hive to fight the Forerunners, they actually might have a chance. They would still die, I think, eventually, depending on how the Goddess plays her cards. But it would be better than what would happen to the Engineers. Poor Engineers. That'd be just a shit fest.
Yep.
They'd be shit in the bed. So what are all these crazy plant things?
Is it sad that I could auto techless? I lose nothing.
Also found out David experimented with making plant-like versions of the Xenomorphs as well. Or Adam. I always viewed it as David or Adam, whichever one it was. But
Oh yeah, there's some. Yeah, I've just. Can I be honest?
What's up?
I may have auto techless and lost nothing.
Stop abusing techless, even though I approve.
No, I will never stop abusing it. It's great.
Only because I abuse the elves just as much when I'm playing Slanesh or Dark Elves anyway, so...
Weaver Slanesh hates the elves.
No,
the elves.
I love... No, you get it wrong. I love them. They're just really fun punching bags.
Exactly my point. So fuck them.
It's like, I do.
I know you do.
But that's why I like them. I don't hate them. I have no reason to hate them.
I should heal, shouldn't I?
The Engineers
what's
are
the worst
getting
that could happen?
obliterated. It took the Forerunners the Halo rings that wiped out all life. Yep, that's true. Farsi, if the Forerunners get the Star Roads running, they're winning guaranteed. Oh yeah, no, they would. I still think the Forerunners would win in the end against the Xenomorphs. But the difference between the Xenomorphs and the Flood is an all-consuming hive mind, which made it more of a threat. So they immediately built the Halo rings to have to kill them because of how crazy overpowered they were getting and how much they were spreading. However, the difference here is Xenos are a little stealthier in that aspect and don't just openly infest until it gets to a certain point. So I do think they would have that to their advantage as well. It would be a different type of fight. But once again, the Forerunners I still think eventually would find out. Their biggest goal would be to find out how to kill the goddess. Because of what I've read about her. She is insane. I guess the most powerful thing I've ever seen in anything that's actually considered canon in the alien universe.
Should I find the changeling?
Shaw became something absolutely crazy. At least in the book world, anyways. And see, the Sentinels and Prometheans will get rid of the drones. Yeah, but it's not about drones, though. You gotta understand, the Goddess's Hive doesn't have drones. This is what makes it different. You do need to look up this book. This book explains, like, the engineers themselves had no chance against her if she really wanted to kill them. She just chose not to because it's Shah. Because here's the difference also with the Goddess. That is Shah. As Shah, like, she still has her human memories. She knows who she is, but she's a xenomorph goddess, but given basically cybernetic enhancements, essentially, from what I read, what David did to create her. Everyone thought she was dead, but if you read the book that covers this, and people never question this, I want to say this. Think about this, and it's going to blow your mind while I do my turn real quick. Where did David's ship go? Remember when, in the new, it was Covenant, right? When that secondary ship of people came there on Covenant, and with the good robot that ended up, where David kidnapped their colony ship and all that? I love how no one ever asked the question. Didn't Shaw and David come on a working alien vessel? Where is it? The answer is, when David finished creating Shaw into the first goddess or queen, he sent her off on that ship to keep his promise. Because he did promise her, I will let you see, you will get a chance to see the creator engineer's homeworld. And he kept that promise. And what's funny is she hated him in the beginning, but as she grew more and more of what she was and realized what she became and interacted with the engineers, she actually kind of thanked, like, she ended up having, I don't know if you could consider this almost Stockholm Syndrome slightly, is she ended up actually kind of praising David for what he did to her. Because he didn't kill her. He turned her into something different, but he didn't kill her. He gave her almost a different life. He almost essentially rebirthed her and gave her a new life. He literally created what Waylon wanted. But what's funny is he didn't give it to Waylon. This is also the other assumption about David. Do you know that I think that David actually has his own agenda? I don't think he actually cares about his dad's Waylon's agenda. He's one of the few droids who's not connected to Waylon's mind. Remember this. He's on his own. He was made before all of that. So, the research that he sent back to Rook for them to remake the goo, he left out the part how to create the queen properly. He did that on purpose. Because he didn't want no one to create anyone like Shaw ever again. Because he saw Shaw as his own goddess. His own creation, like the perfect living being. And so...
I just suck it up to Whaler for a second. Do you too?
Hey man, I will scrabble suck up.
Because it's taking way too long.
Suck harder.
Did you just say you're gonna fuck harder?
No, I said suck harder, man. You know what? Good.
There's kids watching. Don't do it.
You don't tell me what to do.
There's kids watching it. Yeah, I was like, this is a story how to make babies.
Alright, let's get our army big enough to overwhelm them.
I've auto Tekla, so
we got another...
there's not much standing in my
Alright, so
way.
we can give her infantry commander. That would allow her to buff my ice sisters. Logistics, where we will get more campaign movement to whatever army she's attached to. Also, upkeep is less for the army she's attached to.
No.
We can give her quartermaster, which is just better upkeep for whatever she's attached to. Or ice guard captain. This one, and it's called guardianship. We're choosing that one, Chad. And that was for only the sisters. Wow. Telling you, they know what they did. They know what they did. This is definitely, at least Katarina's side, is definitely meant to be spiritually in fantasy terms for this game. Sisters of Battle. That's why I got that mod, so I could get more of them. At least until they add more Kislev units. Let's get that. That's more
I am
growth and
just
that's more
doing my
devotion.
thing, which is
Let me
Any other
check devotion right now before I end my turn. I'm in positive! Yay! We're earning devotion now! Yay! Soon we'll be able to...
positive. Yeah.
Soon our faith power will be absolute. And we'll be able to cheat with
Congratulations,
it.
Ardot. You are now positive.
Exactly.
We'll take you off to the doctor at the nearest inconvenience.
Alright, I'm in my turn now. Also, I do love I want to point out how much money Katarine makes naturally now. They made that a lot better for her. For her rough start.
Of course.
I make 3,000 something per turn.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Let's see. Seeing fireworks
I need
made
to
up
give-
millions
yeah.
of suns exploding boring. Why not destroy the entire random galaxy with 100 supercharged halo rings and a million supernovas? I mean, yes, but they would have to get to that point. I mean, if they started with that, then okay, then, I mean, that's not really a fight. If they already have the
You're gonna
halo
get
rings
replaced.
in existence, and they're just transferred over to the perspective spots they would be in the Wayland universe,
Darius,
at
take
that
as
point it's
long as you
broken.
need to be my friend. Take
But yeah,
as
at that point there's
long
not
as you
even, she
need.
won't even get a chance to find out where they are.
Daddy, oh.
And I don't think she could survive that. She can survive ridiculous shit from what I've read, but not that. Not if a halo ring obliterated the planet she was on. Because then that's violating
Why don't you
even
just
the amount of
boil this?
energy she can produce, apparently. Especially, I'm gonna make it fair, this would be the late goddess. This would be the goddess after her hive reached full strength. And she became something absolutely crazy. But, that
Wait,
being
not
said,
washed
that still, I don't think, even with as powerful as she is, I do not think she could withstand that. Now, if the Halo rings hadn't been made yet, there's a good chance the Forerunners could lose for one reason, and I'll say it right now. It's something that technically the Flood can do, but hers is different. The Flood, they stopped the Flood being able to do this to their people because they figured out how the Flood were doing this. But they would not be able to do this with her. At least not technologically. They would have to either find a way to stay away from her, create a field
I mean, it's
around
fine, too.
every individual person that exists in her
And I
vicinity.
lost my phone.
And it's like,
Where's my phone? I don't
you
lost my
see,
phone.
or not,
Completely lost my phone.
they emergency built them rings during the Flood attack. I think they can easily build them with no problem. Yes, but it's not about that. They built those rings in emergency because they were rushed. Sealy. Xenos aren't as openly aggressive as Flood are. They may be an infestation type species, technically, or at least the lesser ones are, as I know now. But they also aren't as, like, you've seen how xenomorphs behave. They actually run on a instinct where they don't want to be noticed. They will do their best to not ever be seen or caught off guard or basically alert too much of the colony, as an example, before
Yes,
it's
to
too
kill
late.
the fairies.
This is
Fairies.
it wouldn't be until they're several planets in that they would do this, and then they've already lost. And do you know why they've already lost?
Because they didn't get good.
Yeah, rushed rings did that much damage. Imagine a fully built. Yeah, but once again, they expected it though. They knew what they were up against. They would not know this in the beginning until it was too late. Plus, I'm going to drop the bomb. What about the trillions of Sentinel drones patrolling a planet, Ardnot? Yes, that's true, but once again, even Sentinel drones probably wouldn't find these because they would only be on planets where there would be changeable biological people, right? So, in fairness, they would already start with a world with this, because you have to give them at least a fair game. Because even the engineers with fair game would never win against the Flood because they just don't have the tech. But the xenomorphs
I
are
still
on
hear it.
opposite spectrum. Since they're not based in Tekken, they're based in what I'm about to say. So, here's something the Flood cannot do that she can. The Flood cannot freely and easily, telepathically, take over everyone's minds. She does have one slightly bullshit kind of overpowered power that part of me's like, I don't know if I accept that, but, you know, it makes sense, I guess, from the writing perspective of what it was doing. My thing is the Halo rings annihilate all biological life, so what's stopping them from having a planet scanner? Yes, but you don't get it. In fairness, like once again, with the engineers, they wouldn't start on an engineer world or an alien world. To make this fair, look for the Flood as well, even though the Flood would still win overall, you have to, when you do one of these scenarios, you can't just make it where, oh, the aliens started on a Forerunner world. You might as well not even have the conversation at that point. Because you're not giving them any start whatsoever. That means they don't even exist. So there's no argument or conflict. The conflict never existed. So in fairness, much like the engineers, they would start with the worlds they would already have inside of the Perspective Weyland-Yutani universe. This means that she already exists with a full strength, full power hive, and this means she can do her tactic that allowed her to defeat the engineers. But the difference is here is the tactic she can use, the engineers and the Forerunners have the same weakness to this tactic. Unless you literally... It is a spite match, but that's not even a match, Farseer. A spite match is what you did. You did it right with the engineers. Because even with the engineers starting on fair game, would never beat the Flood. They just don't have the tech to do so, or enough people to build and resources to produce it.
You're going to produce.
But...
I'm washing everything.
I want this, but I might not be able to do that yet. How's my recruiting look? We're wounded, but I think we can push this. How many units are at Fort Jakova? Ooh, quite a few. Oof. What about Igorov? The issue I have with Gatorin is the early game, man. And this one's just going to continue to get more units.
You know what? I'm happy because you know what I'm doing? While it's everyone's turn, I'm sorting out my clothes. Don't know why this makes me happy. But don't question it either. Don't question my logic. Sealy, shut up. I can hear your annoying voice over here.
I might have to produce 2 armies.
Darius, don't blink. Ah, you just fucking blinked.
Yeah, see, I shouldn't have auto-resolved that second fight. I should have done it myself. So the
I'm happy I auto-resolved. Do you know what's sad? When it auto-tech us, you didn't kill my furries.
I'm trying
That's
to
the
think,
saddening part.
what is our best bet here? Do I want another woodsman or do we want to take the chance?
Take a chance to pull
17.
down your pants.
Let's count how many are in here. So that's 17. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
5,
8.
6, 7.
9, 10, 11, 12.
35, 15.
13, 14, 15.
Ha! Told you.
Plus another 5, so there's 20. So they outnumber us by 3.
Yeah, but it's all about that strategy.
It is, but I don't even know if in a manual I could win that. I don't play Kislev enough.
You're not confident? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Well,
that's fine.
yeah, but
That's
the
fine.
issue is it's going to take... I'm trying to think if it's worth it, because my issue is if I don't do this, I'm going to be sitting here for another damn 5 turns. Because I'm going to have to wait for another stack. Like a small 5
Oh,
or
yeah,
10
don't forget,
turn.
you can now recruit your ice witches every 6 turns instead of... No, every
Yeah,
6
I know.
turns.
She's not finished yet. I already started that long ago. She's not finished yet. She's
Oh.
almost there. I already know all about that.
Is she almost there? She's about to. Do you know what?
Unbreakable.
Do you know what I want to see an animation of? How the ice court makes ice queens just appear out of thin air. I just wanted to spread the legs and go, here's an ice queen! And just, pop it out like a
An
baby.
explosion spell? That might help.
I'm not weird, I swear.
Storm. Let's go with Storm. She's got 2 more turns.
We need an animation of that. How the ice god pops out ice squeeze out of thin air.
Wait, does this have walls? It does. That's a problem. I guess we could force them to. Yeah, we have no choice. We either have to wait here, or we're gonna have to force them out. So let's let them come to us.
You can always encircle them.
Yeah, but they'll push out. I guarantee. We're gonna want
Might get you a better result.
towers and a ram. And what I'll do is I'll produce a small army while waiting for the siege.
Don't say ram. I'll have to destroy it with my greatsword. I have to contend it with the next person I have to fight.
Dresden?
See a Free 2 reference?
I don't know what. I know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Lord Admiral. Lord of the Admiralty. Master of Sea and Land?
Oh. Yeah, you definitely need washing. I'll put these 2 to wash. So you need washing.
Ooh, student of Mishka.
You know what? All these needs fucking washing. Did I wash? Everything needs washing. Everything gets washed. Even Sealy's gob.
Let's get a Lord Admiral. Let's get a student of Mishka.
Shoot him in the face, quick, boom. Okay.
I'm not sure what he's using as a weapon. Oh, he's got a gun. He's an axe gunman.
Who is he using a weapon? Pulls out the biggest rifle. Oh, he's got a gun.
Oh, gun.
Oh, he's gonna shoot me in the face.
Get some range units for him then. Let's.
Put all that to wash for tomorrow.
How fast is this?
You know what? I might head to
Oh,
gym
yes.
after this.
Get that.
I might have to gym. I'm head to gym after this. Because because it's lovely and cool outside. I'm not at all, bored.
Alright, it's Darius' turn again.
God damn it, Darius. Could you just wait? Where's my phone again? I've lost my fucking phone again. I found it, lost it, found it. Oh, it's there.
I think the
Oh,
AI
no.
can regain control over the Empire and lock them out. Nope! Because she takes control of AI as well. Remember who made her. I did say she has cybernetic enhancements.
Is it Zeech?
It wouldn't, because it'd be under the same control, Sealy. This is what I mean. She is... When I found out about her, it catapulted xenomorphs to a much scarier level of hive mind. To me, the only hive mind that matches them now is Tyranids.
Great.
Because the Tyranid main, what's it called, the Maw itself, would be mentally strong enough that she wouldn't gain control over that. If she was
Damn, I forgot
if she was in its vicinity and stuff like that. Flood can infect Tyranids or not. They can,
Never found
but
out
the Grave Mind could not beat the goddess in a battle of telepathic abilities. Yeah, but the AI is in the Forerunner's home world, nowhere near the goddess. Yes, but you don't get the point. they would have to come within a certain range to kill her, to build the ring within reasonable distance to be able to destroy her worlds. And I want to point out, as long as she gets one spore down to a planet, and it doesn't have to infect anybody, she just has to throw it down onto your world, and that world is now hers. You see, the grave mind isn't the final evolution. Well, you get what I mean. Basically, the highest, I don't know what it's called, but the highest evolution of it is definitely not capable of beating the Xenomorph Goddess. You need to read this book. Now, I know most people are not used to that with Xenomorphs because you've seen the Wayland version, but I have now learned that's actually de-evolved. That's not exactly what Xenomorphs actually are. They're way more humanoid than that when it comes to hers. We're talking about sentient Xenomorphs. Ah, it's a Valiant. I can't fight them. I'm gonna have to retreat. Shit. I don't have enough units.
South Rail constructs
Hopefully this means
Good
it
job,
at least
South
kept him
Rail.
from... Yeah, he didn't get to recruit doing that. So I at least prevented the recruiting. That was at least a cool,
I need
a
to
good little
save up
strategy
4,000, or we could get Calibus. But what does the Forsaken do? Armored barrier
The
frenzy.
Nexus mine. The key Nexus are
You
made
have
up of great mines that
huge
have
weapons,
collective
so
mass of
armored,
the
so you
planet,
have-
I think, yeah.
These are armor piercers, so you're good.
7 can wipe out a galaxy, so 1 can wipe
and
out
you
a
have
7th
fortune.
of that galaxy?
These are actually,
Yes, but once again, they would never know till it was too late that she was killing them. Because here's the ultimate thing. You can say power, power, power however much you want. You know what power can't beat? An opponent you don't know is your opponent because it's already controlling you. Nothing beats that. Nothing. The only thing that can beat that is a way you would have to have equal telepathic levels of bullshit in order to stop it. Which is why I also say she wouldn't beat the Tyranids. Because they do kind of have the same kind of overpowered synapse.
Nergo.
When it
Fuck
comes
you,
to
Epidemus.
when it comes to the mind. The
I'm
AI
trying
would
to
be
get an
able to
aggressive
detect
back
that,
right
though.
blind.
The AI has control over the entire Empire's tech. Yes, which means so would she. It would not detect this, Sealy. David didn't make it that way. David made her able to control any life form she comes in contact with. He literally made the perfect being.
Yeah. And I hate myself every day for it. I need to. Kairos is in healing stats.
Ooh, we're getting
Oh,
a
I need to
choice.
recruit. I need to build
The
that.
Church and the State, the unique strengths of the Ice Court and Great Orthodoxy shall be key to Kislev's prevailing over the looming threats. Yet it is to cultivate the support from either side. You must be
Spell
wary that
mastery?
stability is best maintained through balance.
If
An upcoming public address
With
presents an
each nearby
opportunity to
extra.
show your loyalties one way or another, or not. To reveal your hand may be beneficial, but it could also be a step towards splintering these bipartisan lands. So we can get a free boon in both of these. Diplomatic route, neutral. Lean towards orthodoxy, get orthodoxy support for a while. It gains a little bit more support, which it is behind by a lot, but we're allotted one whole level of being ahead with the Ice Court. So we can afford to keep this 0 until this turns 1. Then we have to make this to turn 1 before this can turn 2. I think I'm gonna lean towards orthodoxy and give them. Well, I need boons though. I need boons. How long
Boom,
is
boom,
10
boom.
turns? That's quite heavy for 10 turns.
Do you know what else is heavy? My depression.
I'm gonna do diplomatic route for this one because we're not exactly stable right now, balance-wise.
Balance powers. Oh, you need to see. You need to learn the balance.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and get these both to recruit now. We're gonna have to tank our economy for now. Architect, Protector, Devotion +3 in local province, Corruption less. And then Court Agent. We want Protector.
Your coach is a fire though.
One more turn and the Ice Maiden is ready. So we need 2 units in her army.
Chaos Steed.
So we need another one of these.
Where's yours?
Another
I
one
think
of
yours
these.
is just. Do you have any spells?
That
Oh,
should
you
be
do.
good.
And also, this is part of the update as well. All your abilities are now next to each other, so you can actually see them.
And then for you, sir, you're gonna
Yeah,
need...
Your
I
law
kind
of
of just want to
me-
get you more...
Oh, metal law of death.
more range.
Hybrid. That's actually really cool.
Which one's got better melee? Technically, slightly this
Shame you
one.
don't get a gold shield.
So let's just get more of those.
With that barrier though.
Okay. Let me check Devotion real quick.
None shall question me.
Still +2 and going up slowly. This is gonna be a bit. Before we can get it up there.
Sponge chaos.
Yeah, that thing's super intelligent and extraordinary independent. Wasn't that one meant to fight the Great Mind? Yes, the precursor Great Mind. Oh, nice. That's cool. That is very cool. Let me focus on my turn real quick. Tempest. My brain. Trying to think if there's anything else I gotta do. No. I gotta do something in real life though, real quick. While it's there, while it's James's and Darius's turn.
Oh, James was in Darius's turn. I'm in your turn, Darius. Fuck you. I get 2 turns now.
Okay, I have an even more unfair spite match. The Zealy versus Alha. Okay, that one I'll give you that. It doesn't matter how much fairness you give him anything else. That's who I was trying to think about, Zealy. But yeah, they're the other. I don't even think the Tyranids can touch them.
No great
It's like there ain't nothing getting past that BS. That BS was made to end the
You know what?
universe.
I'm bored of waiting, so I'm gonna be playing dominoes.
I'll
because
be right back.
Oh yeah,
That's
I used
at
to
least
play
a
it-
fair spite match, because even if you could give them all, the entire universe, a great start, they're still gonna win. The Zealy's still gonna beat them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just to let you know, not.
What's
Oh
up?
well, he vanished. Well, I thought you vanished.
Well, I'm about to.
Before
but
you
what's
go.
up?
Ogre Mercenaries are now in Age of Wonders.
Okay, so what you're saying is President, what was his name? Scrag is now living in Age of Wonders?
Yeah, and you can actually buy stuff off him.
That's weird.
What do you mean? It's not weird at all. It makes total sense.
Oh, look, it's
Here, would you
Azog!
like it?
Hey, look, Azog the Slaughterer! What the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck you doing here? It's total. It makes total sense. What are you on about?
Alright, I will be back.
Yeah. Speaking. Also, while I just go, so I'm going to talk about Age of Wonders quickly. I have been playing it recently, and it's amazing, especially with the Giant Kings edition. And because I missed the Eldrick DLC, and like a couple other things, yeah, it's way more better. I've been playing it recently. I made Zeech, and now my birds, you know, how are not despised by fucking birds. Yeah, he doesn't like them even more now. So take the birds off my Ancient Wonders, and, you know, add that shit up, I give it a lord, which does mine. Which by the way, I did give it each. So yeah, yeah. Now I have mind breaking. Now you do my. There's Realm of the Cosmos. Realm. I forget what it's called. So I think it's Symbol of the Cosmos. Master of the Cosmos. Master of the Mind. Master of the Flesh. Mastery of the Heart. I can't remember. It was something like that, but it's all fucking nice. Are you or Axel? Why is Axolotl not attacking you? That is weird. I could help you. Oh wait, here's a good test. Karos just took the brown walls took that off. Okay, no, my coat okay, so that's good. So my coat will still be there if someone else takes it. So that's a good sign. Besides. Zarthrael, you're a bitch, but I love you. I'm healing and recruited at the same time. And I researched the original tech tree. What did they do? Eye collection. To be fair, that makes sense. Oh yeah, we've got that. Now we can go. Yeah, that'll take 51 turns. So I get teleport in 51 turns. That's great. Never is the spells of law to change it. See, it's shit like this I don't like. I actually preferred this. You don't like Saint Judge outpost units. Secret agents they'll go down into Lord Recruit rank. The eye sees everything. Hero. Ooh, that's actually good. So we're actually gonna get this. So we're actually gonna get. We're not gonna build anything in my corpse just yet. Kairos is still wounded. We're giving him an extra Warrior Chaos, and then I need to save up money now for my giant cock. So yeah, everything's great. In the streets and
Alright, hello?
really, you had that. What a bitch.
Huh?
Not you, I'm playing dominoes while waiting for your
Stop
turn.
playing dumb.
I'm playing dominoes on my phone. I can't help it. I have ADHD. My lack of attention. I don't zone out like most ADHDs, but I said what I do is I do something else. I'm always doing something. So I'm never doing nothing. I'm always doing something, and I get distracted quite easily. For example, playing, this and dominoes on my phone.
Wait, where's my,
Not the food app. The actual, the actual game.
Wait, training complete? Yeah, where is she? Well, how do I deploy her? Oh, wait, don't
Yeah,
I...
where is she?
Don't I have to recruit her? No. Recruit
Yes, true or not?
hero. There she is. Frost Maiden. I gotta wait one more turn.
Frost Maiden, did he say?
I gotta wait one more turn. Okay, then let's get you some infantry, big guy.
Oh, sweet!
That should be plenty, hopefully, to win this.
Damn it! You didn't get me a blank of a 5. Another
Tutored by ice.
2.
Upgrade her.
Yes. Yes.
Hailstorm,
Double 5. You. Yes, I win.
Winds.
I hope you give me a lot. That doesn't look like a lot. It's 14 points again.
Ooh, accuracy. Biting winds.
Also, I say South Royale. This is my new strategy. It's just, I beat Nurgle so bad that I'm just going, yeah, I don't want Nurgle. Oh shit, what about the Great Games? The Great Games should start either turn 5 or turn 10.
I think so. I don't know. Since I don't think we can see that on our end, I'm not sure.
I need to check. It's the one without the most corruption, which sadly will be Nurgle.
Everything costs at least 2. It looks like. So we need at least 2 always. Roger. Okay, Lord movement. Let's skip that. Alright, we have nothing to do. We gotta wait. They're gonna get a. Actually, what we could do is siege again and keep them from recruiting. Let's do that. Do that.
A bitch.
What was it? Steel standard speed and charge bonus.
on.
Let's give this to the cows.
Draw.
Continue siege.
Yes.
Damn it. Oh, use one.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, intern, we're good now.
got 20 points. Oh yeah, I also while you were talking about whatever you were talking about earlier, Wayland's, I was busy sorting out my clothes. See, man, I can't stay still. I have to do something. I cannot just sit here and watch and just wait. I have to do something. It just irritates me, you know. Why put me in a box room or a... And see, this is why I think I like escape rooms, because there's something to do in a room. That or just fucking trash the place. Well done, you got 6 points. Darius has got depression. Don't just be quiet. What's wrong with you, Darius? Why are you
He's
quiet?
focusing on how to be a good Boris.
All you do is you get a mount of bears and you just storm them over. That's how you beat them.
If only it were that simple.
Hey, Days, my YouTuber, you know the same YouTuber who made that ring of down-off? He's done the same thing with Boris and bears. He stopped our KO with him.
Tallyman. The Taliban. He
Uh,
tallied the banana.
oh, is it the ham man? I don't like how close you are. And you wonder why.
Oh yeah. I don't think anyone likes any Nurgle character close at all. Russian bear can handle
Who
chaos.
told? If you're one of those weirdos that like the Nurgle up close, get some help. Matter of fact, I've got a 12 gauge. That was the problem. I'd rather deal with Sinesha Plus than fucking Nurgle. I'd rather be, violated, but at least I know I might like it, rather than, be diseased and horrified. Don't get any ideas, Arthur.
Oh no!
I will. I have a
Writes
giant
down-
hammer.
It writes
I've
down
just
in purple
called
book.
it. I will kill you with it.
You will not. That's You've seen my skills. I will destroy you.
I'll just keep spinning in circles around me. You will never get close to me, but I'll never be able to hit you.
Oh look! Frick! I'm being talked to Volmir von Rakov.
Who?
Oh, he wants a non-aggression. Okay, sure, sure. All right, I'll take that.
What?
It's one of the Empire dudes.
Ah. You know, just like on a question of who?
Who?
Hey, Cole's dead.
There is something stronger
I have
than
enough
Zilly, but
to
we don't
recruit the
talk
cop.
about them. Yeah. Yeah.
You still not South
It's-
Rael? How?
Haha! Joke's on you. It's David Bowie from the Labyrinth.
It's David Bowie. Look at Dave, pops out of nowhere, life on Mars. In an ash cloud, it just starts saying ashes to ashes. But fuck you, come from David Bowie.
You know what's
I
stronger
think-
for us there? You need to have seals in the mines. Exactly. That's true.
You need seals in the mines? Oh, absolutely fucking no.
It's already a thing.
See, like get back at you. I'm gonna do what Jack Black did to the movie. I'm gonna go yearn for the mines with a seal.
Well, I mean, you could go with him if you want. I mean, technically he works directly for you, but his people are under Farseer, and what she has them do.
So what we're saying is everyone. So we're gonna seal your new nickname's birthday cake. Do you know why? Because everyone's had a piece.
Oy. That's great stuff. It's great entertainment, no?
Yeah, it really is, to be fair.
Alright, look, she actually ice skates over to the queen. They made the animations better for the frost maidens too. Alright, get over here, dude. It's time to invade this castle. We need Fort Jacoba under our control. That's still a fire wreck. Woo! Dear Jesus. Actually not sure why it's a fire wreck. I bet you I could lose less because I have I have so much range. I could just shoot them on the wall. But I'm not going to do that because no one's dying and he has no other army, so we can just auto-resolve this and lose no one.
Making me lose the dominoes.
Boom! And then we want to occupy.
You're making me lose at dominoes.
Get all that. The opal. Okay. Now he'll heal. He actually didn't lose as much as I thought he did in his army. It's mostly out of hers, and this backline didn't get hurt at all, except for the leopard and the cav. Because, you know, the AI is dumb with its cav still. The auto-resolve doesn't seem to be much smarter, but the AI in actual manual seems to be better. Because
Good, I
why would
hope
you
so.
throw cav at a wall? That just it makes my brain go, huh? The hell did
For
you
the
say
same
to me?
reason why. The same reason why I throw ceiling into the mines. Because we need those results.
Because we need results. We
Don't
need
give me
those
excuses,
things
give me
we
results.
Need we need them results. Get in there. I'll do that next. I think I do need firing drills since we have coasters in the beginning. Cossas.
It is mine.
Make our army a little bit better. Okay.
Sauce.
Yes, sauce. Sauce is good.
Sauce.
Discourage damage per second 12. Does not affect friendly units. Ah. So it's more of a morale debuff. What is this one? This one probably hurts people. Oh, they're both. No, they're both debuffs. Ooh.
Here's one. Oh, yeah. Here's one
Hey,
down.
what?
6 blank, yeah.
I want to know what
9,
that
10.
does. Discouraged.
I hear
Oh,
someone talking.
What?
Elantrion, shut up. Oh, it's a far. He's talking. He's wailing in the cliffs.
Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to focus on Kislev. It can't
No, we need to
upgrade
focus on
yet.
Kislev.
8 turns. Oof, we need more growth in here. Is that giving me growth? I just realized that. No, it's not. Hold on. Get rid of that. We need growth.
You need to grow.
This gives growth. This gives devotion and defense. Let's get that and that. We need the growth. I need to be careful with this. We need to figure out how to slow this down or I'm going to start incurring negatives. So we need more stuff to support the orthodoxy next. Very, very soon. Is there a research that does this? Yes, this does. Call the prayer. Give me that.
Oh, a prayer. Oh, great bear. Write out your wisdom.
Exactly. You are exactly correct, James. I'm just going. And then I don't have enough to start another Ice Maiden right now. We just have to make do. Did we level her up? We did. Alright, intern.
Doris, it's your turn. If you couldn't tell, but it is your turn. Also, we need to get back to it and just see.
I have to
Need to
remake
do
a
it.
bunch of factions. I need to still see if there's a way to somehow get Slaneshi stuff going.
They do made it better.
See, I'm not going in the mines. Think of all the jobs the mines create and the wages of the poor steel workers who make $400 an hour with a $500 each tax. That is instantly doxed from their pay.
Exactly. Think of all the tax we could avoid.
Yeah. Oh no. James hears a knock at his door. What do you want?
Oh, I haven't. I've been paid everything, I swear. So close, it's so far. Teleman has about 5 stacks, I'm assuming. It's a complete and random guess that not at all spying on you at all.
Hmm. See, when you say it like that.
Alright, fine. I'm spying on right.
By the way, this is where she ends up going, chat. This is where you gotta take, but she actually spawns over here. Mother Estonkia's new start, she ends up here. If you take the choice to come back here, you start here and you gotta take Prague back from this Kislev faction, the Ropesman. Or Ropsman. Once you take that from them, she gains, this is her main area. She's technically Thrott's main, technically opponent now, to be fair. If that's the case. if she chose to come back here.
So I want to point out. No. We gotta see this. I mean, to be fair, it was going to happen, Darius.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
You.
If you, especially fighting against Archaon as well, if you've attacked him at all, or even somewhat pissed
No, he
off.
attacked the bloody sword.
Oh, well, then
effectively
that
bloody
isn't going to
dog.
help either, yeah.
And he killed it, so...
What's funny is he's technically in between. Does he have a. He's not in a non aggression with Archaon. So technically, he can't easily get to you. He has to come across the water. Because he's not made friends with Buddy Warman here.
I will.
You have taken quite a bit. You've gotten quite a good territory chunk already. I'm still trying to wipe out these stupid Norskins because I made a terrible mistake in the beginning. But because I auto resolved that one battle and I should not have.
I dropped the cover. No, I have it. It's there.
I don't care about boar zeros. Our mother's abandoned us within 4 weeks, so unless it's about me and the ones under me, I don't really care much for them zoos. Besides them zoos we're giving away. What's problematic far is if you start kidnapping the zoos who aren't supposed to be working. And maybe I should stop that truck delivery that I sent out earlier.
No, don't worry. I already blew it up.
Well, that doesn't serve any of our purposes. I'm declining this piece. He wants peace. He ain't getting peace.
I saw it magically float away in the distance, and I did not do anything that
I would
involved
never.
it.
James kidnaps them and sells them to me at a ridiculous markup. That's actually me. James just blows up the truck sometimes. This gets
It's
bored.
just fun, you know, just seeing it all. I make the truck fly away. You ever see the truck fly? No, neither did I, but it's fucking good fun. Yeah, it may have also crashed into a plane or two, but no one knows that.
I like that Kislev's the only place that has icy crystals around it because it's the queen lives there. The rest of these buildings look normal.
Goodbye, Crystal Spires. It was nice knowing you. Goodbye, Vindex. Who the fuck you are. Look like a goat. Look like a goat bird. Oh, goat birds! We need to get goat birds.
You are very wounded right now. Is there a invocation for healing? There is. But I don't have enough devotion quite yet. It's going up there, but it's gonna be a minute. Because it was in negative already, it's gonna take a while. She might be more turtly than I thought. So we're gonna need to get a bigger secondary 20 stack and just overwhelm them then. Let's do that. You have no halberds, sir. You need some halberds. I'm gonna make you just my range guy, to be fair, as I kinda just wanna give you more range. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If I had a... Oh, no, wait, cancel. Oh, it's not enough. And do that. Nah, never mind. I was gonna make another maiden, but that's gonna be too expensive. So we'll just recruit more units. You're healing. Yeah, so I can see she's very devotion heavy, and I have to kind of build it fast, which is what I'm doing. But it's definitely a little bit of turtle going on there. Okay. Oh wait, I can do an invocate, or what's it called now? I've got enough frost court stuff.
Invocation, you can do with those fucking birdmans.
I get some boons. Ooh, Battleborn. Melee defense +3 for all units, but that's rank 7 and above. What is this? Devoted Guardians. Ooh. Upkeep for ice maidens and Zar guards, or ice guards and Zar guards, is reduced.
I saw.
Okay, what about hierarchy? What does this give me? Character experience gain 30% per turn, plus 200 all lords. That makes lords level up faster. Hero success chance and more frost maiden capacity. Dominion noble administers. Devotion plus 1. Diplomatic relations plus 25, but all Kislevian factions. Kinda want that if I don't find a good war thing that can help me right now. Because the war ones were okay, but that ain't gonna benefit me right now. That might be pretty good because it'll lead towards my confederation with the Orthodoxy. Upkeep when in own territory, minus 5%. That's not bad, but we're not really worried about money. Legacy, well, we got Frozen Redoubt. Defensive supplies increased, 6,000. Allegiance is gained. Also, I get... This gives me better relations with Empire and Dwarves, but I don't need that yet.
Well, the Brown Dwarves died.
Oh well. Unlock Ice Court
Who
training slots
cares?
for Frost Maiden and one for the Ice Witch. Which we don't have a Witch yet, we only have a Maiden. I think, though... Is it Dominion?
Surrender is a perfectly acceptable alternative in extreme circumstances.
Is it really, though?
Alright, I now have a noble administrators. I now have plus 25 relations with all Kislevian factions. Let me check on the Orthodox.
Good job, Abdots.
Because I know he already doesn't like me. See, now it's going up. Yep. Okay, now instantly he's going to like me next turn. Good. That's what I wanted. You're also losing the Throt, sir. Don't die. Please, don't die.
You say you're losing Throt?
No, he's losing 2 Throt. The Orthodoxy.
To be fair, I always bail him out. That's Malachi.
You're gonna intern.
The big points there, 45. Ooh, 37.
I was saying he's waiting on James.
Thanks, Telly, you fuck.
Is anyway on Darius?
Boy, on from line. Thanks, Telly. Thanks, Telly, you fuck.
See, I told you I was waiting for Darius.
I gave you all of you stable seal population. Why must you keep wanting and taking more and more?
Thanks, Telly. Thanks, Telly, you fuck.
Did
Keep
you
taking
tell
more
it,
and more,
what
leading to
happened?
Sadness. What happened? How's it going over there, Darius? It sounds like you're having a rough time.
Rough time. So, let me guess. Arbor attacked you, huh?
You're gonna have to fight him. Send the bears. Send in the bears.
Sealy, Sealy, it's alright. We saw you, I saw you, but I buy them off Farsi. I saw you back at them for $1.50. So you know what, hey, everyone
chosen
wins.
main army. Shit. Oh man. That's less than ideal. I guess you better get ready for your main conflict then. He's coming. He is on his way to you, Darius. We know what you did, Darius. We know what you did last time. We need to go take this settlement before they get too big. So after we recruit, we're pushing. Even if we lose losses, we will re-recruit. I need to realize Kislev is slightly kind of throwawayish in the beginning until you get your good stuff from one or the other. Either Zars or Ice Guards. Right now, these Kossars are just here to fight.
Ooh, this is... Wait, what? Hold on. So you're only... Wait a... This might be the fucking most easiest battle I've ever fucking fought. Would you like to see it?
That's up to you.
Yes, we will.
Technically.
So tell me.
Well, I mean, if he was smart, he should. How is he losing this?
I'm winning. Close victory.
Yeah, you are, but how is he losing this?
Well, he's only got
I guess
3
it's
melee.
because. Yeah, but I mean. Come on, AI. I actually think you might have a harder time manualing this than you should have with the auto resolve. Because I think what the issue is, the auto resolve, I don't think they changed much. But as far as like manualing it and being smarter, it's gonna move those archers in the range, and they're just gonna sit there and shoot at you. You have no range, and hardly any cav.
Art dot. Don't you worry.
Oh, it's messing up again, James. It keeps saying it's waiting on you.
Uh-oh.
This battle may not be too stable. If it isn't, we can always pick it up on the next one.
That's Oh, Teklos is alive. How was fighting Kairos? It sucked, didn't it?
Now he's gonna fight Asvar.
Asavar, yeah. Oh, yeah, Asavar. Yeah, I feel sorry for him.
Just taking a second.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling.
This map. Oh, but I'm in the fucking trees. Oh. Fuck yes, boys. We fight in the trees. And because I'm hidden, well, I have no fucking. Yeah, I mean. I'm just gonna, you know.
Teklas
wait.
can win this if he plays smart and uses his chariots, yeah. I mean, technically, if he just knew the AI is better, this should be way more of a swing chance for it than it would normally be.
I need to know where his
And the
bolt
fact that
throws
they
are.
push is, yeah.
Bolt throwers are there. Are they both? I don't think the bolt throwers are in range. Are they? Hell, they're not.
Oh.
It's just a rain. It's just a rain.
Come on. Come on. It's really lagging now.
It is.
I don't know if it'll be able to finish. It's locked up. It seems like it's locking up now. It was doing good in the beginning of the battle, and now it's like all of a sudden just... Maybe it's all the arrows.
Prepare for impact.
Let's move. Definitely impressed by the changes. Oh, the chariots got caught.
Yeah, they're losing that decisively. I don't think I'm gonna do this while it's lagging this bad.
Yeah, it's chopping up again.
I'll make sure I quit everything out. Yeah, I need that up. Yeah, I couldn't do it while it was lagging. It's still choppy, or is it not? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, it's still...
I'm gonna have to exit. I'm gonna have to leave this.
Yeah, we might not be able to finish it
Yeah.
right now. It might have reached its limit somehow.
Yeah.
It did okay earlier.
Damn it. It's a shame.
Seeing how smart the AI was behaving, though, what little it was doing, I'm gonna have to trap these darn bastards in Kari. If I ever want to beat them in Kari again, I'm gonna have to learn to lure them to me. Because running at them is just gonna get me killed. Now. We're gonna have to... The forest strategy and running the edge of the lines or using cannon fodder units to take the shots first. It's gonna be detrimental now, they're important.
Yeah, I'm on the main menu.
It's fine, I'll quit out as soon as it reaches back to my turn. Because whatever turn this is, it would be the turn before this one. I just gotta see what it is. We can do it tomorrow, because if you're probably, even if you reset everything, if your internet has like maybe it has a download or upload limit, and maybe it's reached that peak now, and it's gone, whoop, can't do anymore.
Let's have a look at my
At least for today, anyways. I'm not gonna save. It saves per turn anyway, so whatever turn this was, we just go. back to the turn it was originally before
Yeah.
what James did. So it's fine. I just want to see what number it is so I know which one we'll have to go back to. 9, so it would be 8 that we would eventually have to go back to.
I may have to just auto it, which I don't want to do.
I wouldn't do right now. I would say don't worry about autoing it. It has nothing to do with the battle itself. It's just your internet. Because if it were going to do that, it would have sooner. It would have done it when I was fighting. So it just you've reached some sort of your internet has a roof. Whatever the plan is or whatever the company, whatever is set it up, it must have a limit. Like what do they call it? A download or whatever limit or upload limit. It's like a bandwidth thing where it'll do a certain amount, it'll allow it full speed. Then once you hit that peak and go over that allotted amount, it'll debuff your speed. Spectrum does this for my phone when I go over my usage data. And so...
Alright, so what am I doing now?
Well, I guess we'll have to wrap it up for now. Because, I mean, we're... I doubt you're going to be able to continue today. You'll probably have to wait till tomorrow when it resets. Hopefully it's a daily thing.
God damn it. Sucks.
It does, because I was just getting going for Catter, and I was about to do another manual with her, too. For the next siege.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Gonna
starting...
leave this here. There's some of the alpha that has what were you on this? Kislev, Chaos, Bretonnia, and the vampires.
Oh. That's fun. Hmm.
They looked at dwarves and said, nah, they don't need them.
It's not that. That once again, there's so many, not in campaign yet, but there's so many nuances with different mods coming together now that we're getting close. We're definitely close to being able to create something entirely. Chaos get Trader Guard, basically, yeah. That's kind of what the Undivided Gun thing did. But I do like what they're doing with this. I wonder if maybe the two mod developers have been talking to each other. And I know everyone said it out loud. All the communities have said it. It's like everyone wants a certain mod. We want, or at least something like it, right? We wanted to be as close to what we're trying to get as we can. And with the World War I modder and plus the modder for, who was it? Derpy. With Derpy and all that, that would be a good combination to create what we're trying to have. So, with some, maybe some filler mods in between there that are compatible for things that are missing, and then boom, we're golden after that. But that's once it goes to campaign. Chaos World War I things are in the works, yeah. So I do wonder. So I wonder if they're now making, like, they're going more full cooperative Derpy in the World War I maker. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm very excited about any of those mods coming out to add more stuff like that. The closer to the 40k we get, the better. But either way, that's pretty awesome. You want to end yours first? You want to end mine, or you want me to end mine? You probably should end yours first if you're still streaming, just in case, so I don't kick you out.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the main menu, so. But anyways, yeah. Fortunately, I get to do my manual with Azar. The bitch. But yeah, I'll have to wrap mine up here because Major had, you know, died, and we could have seen the epic battle between Azar. But with that being said, thank you all for watching this episode. We'll pick it up tomorrow. Hopefully, Major doesn't, you know, crash out. So yeah, I've got that to do, and you know. That being said, I'm happy with that. The new law changes.
I love
I
it.
forgot
The
to
AI
do
is so much better. I appreciate that because now I
It
actually
is.
kind of have to look at what it's bringing to the fight, and that will kind of tell me what it's going to try to do. So, and that's something I never had to do. Because you could really be, to be honest, at least on normal. Hard was at least a little bit better, but overall on normal, most time, if you had a big enough army, or at least a 20v20, if you, as long as you line up your initial formation right, like the one you move forward with, you just move forward. Just move forward and swoop from the sides, it's done. Battle won. That's all you had to do in this game most of the time. Even on hard to a certain extent, it was pretty exploitable in that way. But it seems they've changed that. They know, they were even dodging James's cav. They actively realized that they can shoot while moving and were just letting you chase them and get shot. It's like, I've never seen it do that. So they made a buttload of improvements. Plus, they don't just sit there and troll you either. They will come to you, giving you at least a chance to prep for a strategy depending on the map. So in James's case, he did do at least the initial strat correctly. I think you did send your cav out even if it was lagging a little too soon. But with them being all range, your best bet is just to wait till they just have no choice but to fight you at point blank. Because since you only have melee. But if that had been an open field battle, I actually think in general that in a manual that's a way scarier battle because the archers are going to know where to be. Oh, and the auto-targeting. Another thing we saw before we go. Remember at the end of that fight when I was fighting that Norskin? And having my people shoot at things? After it was the trolls. After the trolls gave up and ran away, they immediately started shooting the commander who was still not surrendered. And just killed him. And I did not tell them to do that. They did that of their own volition. So this means they prioritize units that are still fighting now, too. That's beautiful. It's like, so, this makes the Empire, several factions that did feel like they were kind of in the backwater. One of them James isn't going to like, but, the Empire will benefit from this change greatly. Kislev already has benefited from this change, plus its faith change is actually pretty fun. I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool, man.
But yeah, but also
Oh, fuck, I forgot to do that.
But much to James's dismay, the elves also improved greatly from this change.
I hate them. They should burn in the fire. Why?
So
why
they
would
actually
benefit
can
the elves?
be the sniper annoying grabber pieces of crud that they always were in Warhammer 1 and 2. They'll be
No
more
one
like their
benefits the elves.
original
No one
selves
cares.
now.
No one cares enough about the elves.
That battle
No
was
one cares
almost a
about the
defeat.
elves.
Let's
I
see, I
hate
fought a
them.
World
They're
War
great.
One. Oh yeah, the artillery guns were bad. Yeah, this also means modded units are smarter now too. So it's like Darius just said, the World War One units are smarter, so they know their ranges now. So you have AI artillery guns that know what to shoot at. And I'm like, This also makes Gelt a lot scarier. Well, Empire overall, but yeah. But I do appreciate what changes they made. This is a great change. I want to give a big shout out to Mad Lad James so he can end his stream. If you want to check it out from his perspective, and watch some Kairos magic and madness, as I don't know what he's actually going to do yet. I'm not sure what James's plan is in this one. I just know that I am trying to unite the Kislevians by confederating the Orthodoxy and bringing it under one roof, but we keep its strength and boons and faith just as even, or at least close. While Boris fights nightmares in the north. And lives internal war with the Bear Cavalry. With big shout out to Darius for that one as well. But yeah, if you want to check out James' perspective, definitely check out Mad Lad James. I only won because they only have one artillery. Oh wow. Yeah, if they had two, woof. But either way, big shout out to Mad Lad, and I hope y'all all enjoyed. We're gonna try to continue this tomorrow, James's internet willing. To continue the war. If not, we'll end up doing something else. We'll figure it out. We'll either get on PlayStation, maybe do some chivalry, or maybe do something else on PC that's less stressful on James's internet. We'll figure it out. We shall figure it out, chat. But I hope y'all all enjoyed. And Darius' last comment, let's see what he said. Also, Melee's learned to try and avoid gun lines now? Yes! That's terrible, but great. Because it means I know how to kind of counter that if I see it coming. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Like, they try to go around more often. That's nice. So don't just sit there and get blapped. That's smart. Awesome. Sealy said, see ya, Ardna. See ya, Sealy. Big shout out to Sealy and Fossier in chat. My moderator, Fossier, as always. And to anyone watching in the background as well for this brand new Total War little mini series. Checking out the updates and stuff. Hopefully, or Total War Warhammer 3. Hopefully all enjoyed. And until next time, I will see you all in our next one tomorrow, whatever it may be. Bye, everybody. Bye, Farseer. Bye, Silly. Bye, everybody.